Welcome to the Dusty Futon Musicians Podcast, where we are striving to revolutionize the music industry one artist at a time. This podcast is just the beginning. Every episode of the Dusty Futon features a local and independent artist, band, or musician from the Southern California area. The conversation is raw and will very rarely be bleeped, although that has happened before. All these songs are owned fully by the artist, and permission to use their song recordings has been given to the Dusty Futon LLC. We have no sponsors and will not take on paid advertisers. This is and will always remain a free service to the artists who need it. This is why we set up a Patreon account. Special access to behind-the-scenes video and audio, extra produced video and audio content, direct access, and more for a monthly donation. Just go to patreon.com/thedustyfuton. patreon.com/thedustyfuton.
I know I've been a dickhead lately. I haven't walked the line, but having fun and dying happy is all that's ever on my mind. I party like a fucking rock star. This ain't my house, so let's get wrecked.
You're listening to the pop-punk, suede-loving music of BJ Jezbera right here on the Dusty Futon. We have BJ Jezbera sit down with us and talk about his singer-songwriting ability, as well a little bit about the radio stations in San Diego. Actually, we kind of cover the gamut. It's quite a fun episode, and we get an awesome live performance from BJ Jezbera himself on his beautiful Taylor acoustic guitar. Let's go ahead and get right into this new episode of The Dusty Futon. Yes, King of the Hill!
Yeah. Nice. Nicely done.
Damn it, Bobby.
What?
Boy, I tell you what.
Nice. Now we need a microphone on you and headphones. So if you want to scoot over to that seat to your left, that'll be your hot seat. And
That's like the lukewarm kind of damp seat, so be careful.
and don't be confused with Luke Bryant.
Yeah, huh? How'd
Just
it get down?
lukewarm.
You tell me, Kim, this is your house.
Well, there might be a wet spot or two on that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know?
I had a holiday party last night. There may have been a couple transients there, too. I don't know.
That's why you have your Christmas tree up early, which we see.
Yes, welcome to this holiday edition of the
Yes.
Dusty Futon here in lovely Rancho Bernardo in our studio here at Kim's Condo. And to my right is Kim, Spicy Kim.
Hello.
Woohoo. Welcome
Thank
to
you.
your own home.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
It is good to be back here. And it looks so festive in here. Can I say you decorated
you.
this place quite nicely?
Oh, thank you.
I think I bought like my very, very first Christmas decorations ever.
Wow.
Recently. Yeah.
You're all adulting and stuff?
Well, yeah,
That's
seriously.
it, huh?
Hey, can we check the guest mic?
Oh, yeah.
We're getting there, Big John. Hey,
The world sounds so much better in headphones.
I know, doesn't it? It's so fun in headphones.
Yeah. You take it
Cheers.
off, you're like, oh.
yeah.
Right?
My loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I smoke some weed.
Smoke some weed. Let me be John one more time.
Oh, did you listen to that? Did you watch that video? Oh my God, I remade that song. There's a YouTube video of me doing that song.
I can't
Is
pay
it on the
attention.
Dusty Futon page? Because I am a follower.
No,
Yes.
it is not on the Dusty Futon page, unfortunately. It is
Yes.
on YouTube. So,
Well, yeah, Dusty Futon channel.
yes.
There you go.
No,
There you go,
it's not on that one, actually. It's on a different one. You'd have to search Big John and Hit Me Baby, and it'll come up.
Oh, I'll find it.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yeah. We talked about that on one of our last episodes, actually. It came up again.
You just don't want to like misspell that, or you'll find like Big John hitting babies.
Yeah.
That could be a problem.
That would be
Video
a big
evidence.
problem.
Is that video still up? Yeah. I mean,
I mean, 2008 was a wild time. Okay,
You're right.
Yeah,
It
sure
was a
right?
crazy
Yeah.
year for me.
Cocaine is one hell of a drug.
cocaine and cocaine accessories.
I like this guy. This
Let's
is great.
introduce this guy. I don't think
Yes.
we've properly done that
have
yet.
not.
We've
No.
got BJ. I'm going to pronounce your name so wrong.
Let's see it.
Okay.
Let's give 3 shots. Tyler, you go first. Kim, you go
Okay,
second. Then
okay.
I'll go third.
I'm
All
going
right.
to say. I'm going to say. Jezbera in like the Yiddish kind of sense.
All right, hold on, BJ. Kim.
Can I see the spelling? Can you use it in a sentence? Jezbera.
I'm going to say Jezbera.
All right.
Hezbollah.
Both of you guys are right because according to my grandmother, it was Jezbera because it was a Czechoslovakian name
Ah.
and it had like K's and V's and all
Yes.
sorts of stuff in it.
A couple of U's.
When
and
you
a
come
pi
to America,
symbol.
they're like consonants. We don't like those. Get those out of your name. All our names
Yes.
have vowels.
I'm Yugoslavian, so I get a little.
But then, yeah, so when we came over, it changed to Jezbera.
Because that's how we Americanize shit like that.
But down in
Hell
Chula
yeah.
Vista, it's Jezbera.
Jezbera.
And they still let you over, huh?
Oh, yeah. Neither side really wants to keep me. That's why they keep me on the edge.
Nice.
All right. So we've got BJ Jezbera or Jezbera. 6 to 1, half dozen to the other.
You got them both wrong.
He's here on the
Potato,
futon. He's here on the futon. Thank you for coming down here.
Yes.
He's going to tell us a little bit about, or show us a little bit about what he does, and we're going to help pull a little bit about what he does out of him today.
What'd you say?
Whether-
Wow.
That kind of day.
I know we were
Easier
going
said than
Saturdays are awesome.
done.
Oh,
No,
boy.
so he is a singer-songwriter from Chula Vista, California, right down here in the South Bay.
Yes.
And he's
POD
represent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. The boys from the South. Boom. All right.
Boom.
Not many people that know that they're actually from here.
Yeah.
And they actually practice at a studio. I don't know if it's still there or not, but the
like
San
Humboldt
Diego
or
San Diego Harley Davidson built them their own studio back there, as well as like a movie theater.
Really?
It's a crazy spot. Buy a motorcycle from them. But anyways, POD, they got a studio back there, and that's where they perform. But not many people, say they're from San Diego.
yeah.
I digress.
See,
We're
this
here
is
to
what
talk
happens.
about
Okay, BJ, let's talk about you.
My ADD is a little contagious. I'm sorry.
That's
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Oh, no, that's all we have here on the Dusty Futon. Nothing but ADD.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody. It's an all play. Everybody's ADD.
There's only 4 people here, and you counted 5
see?
somehow.
I know. My other.
Well, I mean,
self.
there's 5, but she's doing homework back there.
So you're going to listen to BJ today. You're going to hear some songs and go, where the heck have I heard that before? Well, if you've been to the Tipsy Crow, you've probably heard him because he does frequent there a lot. You have a residency there. I think you play there every first Wednesday and third Wednesday.
That is correct.
Awesome.
That's correct.
And every second and fourth Sunday.
Wow.
And then anytime one of the regular musicians drops out, I fill it.
That's awesome. That's
Hustling.
awesome.
Heck yeah.
That's a great place.
So you have sort of a mix of like a folk style with your acoustic guitar, but you get a lot of influence from pop punk. It sounds like I was reading a little bit about you on your website through social media, and you have a lot of
fancy.
like Blink-182 influence.
That is correct.
That is correct, and I
Yeah.
heard a little bit of
Is
that
it right assumption?
doing some but I love it. But it's unique. It's it is punk rock, but it's because I come from a punk rock band, but it's not like the kind that you would normally.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's a
Yeah, no, it's much more fun.
Well, it's like, that phase where like all your favorite hardcore singers and bands like break up and then they
Yeah.
all wear flannels, grow beards, and play acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
I skipped that whole like growing up phase, getting old. And I was
Gotcha.
like, I'll just go to the end game. I just got acoustic guitar.
What,
that
what I love,
middleman
what I
part.
love so much about it too is it's such like a DIY kind of thing that he brings to it because he does do it all by himself. He has like a delay where he does the rhythm and lead
Yeah.
over the top of it. But it's like you can take that guitar anywhere and just plug in and play, or not even plug in, just play. And you're already a one-man band. You can take your show wherever you can on the road. You don't need a drum set or a bass player or anything.
And that's the
Nice.
ultimate punk rock move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can insert yourself wherever.
Exactly. It's the true party band, I guess, in the true sense, because you can just insert yourself
insert.
anywhere and get everybody to sing along and join in and things like that. And I really got that vibe watching my brand new all-time favorite music video, Pump the Brakes. I had so much fun
yeah?
watching that. You ever like watch things by yourself and you don't laugh because you're by yourself?
Yeah.
I would
Isn't that watching porn?
sort of.
I don't laugh. I cry.
I laugh through my wiener.
He was looking up different BJ videos, and that's how he found me.
There you go. Yeah.
Wrong
Search BJ
BJ.
videos. I ended up here. That's how we
YouTube,
found.
not PornTube.
That's how we found BJ. Actually.
Pornhub.
How
We're
did we
gonna
get
go
to
with
you
that.
then?
Find 'em on
Did you
Reverb
submit through the website?
I was introduced to you guys through my label, Manic Vanity Records. My friend Jake Skolnick.
Oh, we love Jake.
Introduced us. Yeah.
Did we meet
He
in
is
person before now?
No,
Oh,
we were
okay.
s-
I'm about to
straight
say, 'cause
emailing.
I know Jake.
if I
I love Jake.
did I forget an
bad.
artist?
No.
Sorry, didn't mean to cut
No,
you
it's
off.
all right. I was like, where was I?
I don't know.
can't
I want to
remember.
hear a song. I haven't heard any of his music.
Well, I guess
maybe
we
we
have
should.
music, don't we?
Well, yes. Okay. Well, let's do that, and then we'll come back to Pump the Brakes in a second because I want to talk a little bit about this.
Okay,
video.
so
It's
let's pump the
glorious.
brakes.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, nice segue.
I like
Do you want to play that song? Do you want to hear that one?
Yeah, why don't we play
Yes,
it? and then
let's
we-
do that
Yeah.
so that we can tease it afterwards and kind of describe.
And this is a drinking song, so
Oh, hey.
grab your
Yes.
beers.
Grab your beers.
Yes, it is.
My
Okay, so this is
favorite-
gonna
my
be
favorite kind.
This song's called "Pump the Brakes." There's a video of it on Mannequin Vanity Records. You can go watch it. Just search for him there. And it's called "Pump the Brakes."
I know I've been a dickhead lately. I haven't walked the line, but having fun and dying happy is all that's ever on my mind. I party like a fucking rock star.
Hey,
Drink all day and drink all night. Smash a table with my own face. Wake
My
up
own
the next day
face.
feeling fine. But I know when I wake up, I'll open up my eyes and realize just what I become because I make the same mistakes. Then I tell myself I think it's time to pump the brakes.
This is awesome.
And it's all 100% true.
This is like punk meets country
Yeah.
meets fuck yourself.
so this is based on personal experience, then?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Just another day in the life.
I drink a gallon of whiskey,
Whoa.
smoke till I go blind.
Science.
I forget to call my girlfriend, but it happens all the time. I know I've been a moron lately. I know I've been a jerk. I never meant to make you hate me. I never meant to make you hurt. But I know when I wake up, I'll open up my eyes and realize just what I become because I make the same mistakes.
Okay,
Then I
here comes the
tell
best part. You guys ready?
myself it's time to pump the brakes. And then I
Done.
tell
Hold on.
myself it's time to pump the brakes.
Wait for it.
Then I tell myself it's time.
Nice harmonies.
Accordion solo.
Oh, hell yes. Oh my God, that's so punk rock.
I'm picturing you in a skirt.
Oh my God.
A skirt. Don't you mean a kilt?
A kilt, yeah.
That's Thursdays.
That's culturally insensitive, Kim.
Oh, good Lord.
So you guys see what I mean by that
Yes.
folk kind of influence? It's very southern, you know.
This
like
is rad.
I
It's
want to
so
have my
rad.
jug in a washboard,
Yeah.
and it's
I've been a dickhead lately. I haven't walked the line. But if I asked you to forgive me, would you do it one more time? Cause I know when I wake up,
I feel like dancing a jig.
Right?
I don't even know what that is, but I want to do
I
it.
know.
come on, this chicken man.
I picture like Kid Rock and cut off jean shorts.
I mean, you got me in cut off khakis.
Right on. It works. It works. I'm in love. I'm
I
in
love
love.
that song so much. I hope to have a copy of that. Is that downloadable online?
It is
You have a
absolutely
copy.
downloadable online.
I sent you.
and I
a
brought
link.
you guys all CDs, actually.
What?
Yeah.
Boom! We love swag.
In my 50-pound backpack over there. Yeah.
That thing
I
is
got some
massive.
care packages for you guys.
That thing is
Ooh. Thank
huge. Yeah,
you.
he came in the door. I was like, he just walked here from Europe. This guy's hard fucking core.
Backpacking.
They kicked
The
him out
folk
of the
and punk world teach you always be prepared, you know?
Yes.
No
So
kidding. It
I've
wouldn't
got-
surprise me if you did because
All-
you're super busy doing stuff. We're gonna get to that in a second, but I want to talk more about this video.
Oh, gosh,
For
it is.
Pump the Brakes, it's great. So let me paint the picture for you guys. It starts out like setting up, and there's two gentlemen on either side of you with both monogram T-shirts, B and J. Where are they?
Fancy word for electrical tape.
Yeah.
Monogram.
I was thinking it was painted on their chests,
Like at a sporting event.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you need next time is
So-
body paint.
Immediately from the very first note, these two guys next to him, which can we introduce them?
Absolutely,
Okay,
yeah.
let's talk about who are they?
Those are my friends Daniel and Adam, and those are actually the guys that helped me shoot that video and all my other videos.
Oh, cool.
And they are committed.
Absolutely.
100% committed
They
to
put
the
life and
cause,
limb on the
yeah.
line for me.
No kidding. So
Well, life and liver, I guess.
So from the very first note, you strike, these guys crack out a knife and they start shotgunning beers. And mind you, there's 12 piled up in front of each of them. What? And so
Coors Lights.
Coors Lights, yep, the silver bullets, the very drink that we're having here today.
Yeah.
This episode is
theme
brought
in
to
my
you
life.
by Coors, the Banquet
It was just
beer.
meant to be.
It's
So
not a paid
they start
sponsorship,
slamming
though.
beers, and as soon as
Should
they're
be.
done, they pick up a bottle of whiskey, also sitting with beers, and they're chasing that away just to pick up another beer and slam those back, all the while trying to hold it down. And was it Adam? Adam is singing the harmonies next to him, trying to keep it together, and he's like, banana.
That's like drunk history. Like,
100% commitment, and they don't stop. He's just like, I'm so close, but just keep putting it in there, like finding new holes to put it in just to get it in his body.
oh my.
We're going there already.
I'm going. And I
we've
was
already
so
been there.
surprised. I'm doing the count like
Did you see Allie just then?
Yeah.
She's like, what? I think that's the first time I've seen her shocked by what you have to say.
It never happens.
it's great. Just watch the video, Allie.
Yeah, the
and you
video
just
will
listen
make
in.
you feel that way.
It is great, but this is the thing. Like, I could not stop laughing. I'm in a room by myself and I'm rolling out of
Cracking
my
up.
chair because these guys are just so in it.
I can see that.
And of course, you're just waiting for the time, and they held out long enough. But
They did. Did they finally?
the human body is not invincible. And there's a couple of obscene outtakes, we'll call them. It's great. And,
So did
nice
we
way
get
to-
any history from BJ yet about where he came from?
Well, we are going to
No.
talk about that now. I was kind of getting into that.
Okay.
As we go.
I'm just the
him
engineer,
being
so I'm just going to shut up.
such
now.
a busy guy. So
Hashtag shut up, Harlan.
so not only, I mean, you're basically at the tilted crow or the twist. What is it?
Tilted crow.
the tipsy
The tipsy
crow.
kilt,
The tilted,
whatever.
yeah, exactly. The tipsy crow, pretty
Yeah.
much every other waking minute of the day.
Yeah.
But somehow you
a cool
managed to
place.
squeeze in 5 years of teaching kids free guitar lessons at elementary schools.
Oh,
Yep.
that was
Out in
precious.
Chula Vista.
That's
That was-
awesome.
Pretty fun, but unfortunately, those days are over.
You get too
it
busy
doesn't
for that
matter.
now?
I have to salute you and thank you for your service to the cause and keeping the music alive and teaching kids
Definitely.
because those stuff's getting cut from schools.
Oh,
I
yeah.
They
wish
need to
I
keep
could
it
continue
going.
doing it, but unfortunately, the situation, it was never like an issue
Yeah.
with the kids or what I was doing. It's always,
The red tape.
the
BRs.
job.
Yeah.
So,
But,
yeah,
hopefully
when it
one
became
day
more of a
maybe
job,
you'll see one of those kids come up and one day you'll turn on the TV and there he was.
So it was actually through the YMCA that I was doing it, and I was working at the YMCA for a few years before that, doing after-school care.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the kindergartners that I started with are now like getting into their senior years of high school.
Wow.
And
How old are you?
watching
You're
my
like
kids
17.
grow up.
What the
He's like 24, right?
What were you, 12 when you started teaching the kindergartners?
Right.
Yes. Yeah. I was one of them.
Okay, yeah.
You're a little
a
prodigy.
self-teaching program, yeah.
I haven't incarnated into this body yet. I was in another form.
The incarnation.
Anyway, so you taught kids school.
That's awesome.
And you play pretty much everywhere else. I mean, you've been at fests and you're playing at a Harry Potter themed beer festival.
That was fun.
The Hogwarts at the Irenic.
What?
Oh, really?
So I take it you're also a little bit of a nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere buried deep down in there in that
He's
cat
got a
t-shirt.
I'm about to say he's got a pirate kitten.
Punisher.
Oh, shit. Allie is going to leave me for you now. You realize that.
You haven't even heard the Star Wars
She's
yet.
drooling.
Oh, no,
back
he
there.
said the
Oh,
S
my
word.
God.
It's true.
Digress. This episode just left music. We're not going to talk about that anymore.
Well, no, I'm sure if
We're
you
gonna
say
talk
Star
about
Wars,
Star
he's going to.
Wars.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Do you play other instruments? Not to get off the topic, but
Not very well.
That's the topic we want to be on.
What about the accordion? Was that you? Who came in on
yeah,
that?
who was that?
That was my friend Robin Whitehouse, the guy that helped me record all that stuff. So even though it's DIY, because it is very DIY, I wouldn't be able to do it without all these people around me. So
Did he record on that accordion that you used in the video?
no, that one we bought from the swap meet, and it doesn't even really play. That was movie magic right there.
Yeah, he made a valiant
I want
effort.
to touch on something real quick that you just said. DIY. in this case, it doesn't mean you have to do everything yourself, especially as a musician. You do have to have people in your corner, helping you get through that. Like someone helping you learn how to record things, how to actually work in a studio and get things down properly. Like musicians, you don't know that all yourself. So it takes having that team.
It's a trade, and that's the thing.
It is, yeah.
Trades have to be learned and passed down and taught.
Yep.
And you can't just, you
in.
can just jump in, and I guess that's what makes music so great, but that was not the path I took.
Well, if you want to progress, you got to have people review and help the entire process while you're along your path. And I'm done.
No, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Wow. So
have you always been into music?
I mean, I've always been kind of into music, but when I was a little younger, I was more of an actor. I started stage acting when I was 8 years old.
really?
Oh yeah.
And I went all the way through high school. I acted at the Old Globe and the La
right.
Jolla
Wow.
Playhouse, San Diego Repertory Theater.
What's
Are you a
some of the-
thespian?
I am a registered thespian, yeah.
You have to register for that?
Until that's illegal.
Do you have to tell your next door neighbors, like when you move in, like I'm
Yeah.
a thespian?
You don't
Sorry,
have
I'm
to
an
You have
It
to
was
sign
really
this
awkward
form.
coming out to my dad.
I'm a member of the International Thespian Society. I am too. I'm a lifelong member as well. I signed up in high school.
Yep, I got a card and a candle and a mask.
Yeah, I
Nice.
just got the card. Oh, we got another
We
fellow
got 3
thespian.
thespians.
Your
in here?
girlfriend's a thespian.
If I knew you were
taking
only
over.
into chicks, I wouldn't be wasting my time.
No, thespian.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, Thes.
So it's okay. So Harry Potter Fest, you know Star Wars songs. You love Star Wars. We're going to talk more about that later, I promise. You also played at a couple of anime conventions.
Yes,
Is
I
that
did.
right?
As drunk Batman.
What?
I like you all do the beer themed conventions.
Everything around you is alcohol
The liquor,
related.
yeah. I like
give
it.
us a little
I
bit
told
of
you,
a
there's a little bit of a theme here.
Okay.
Give us a drunk Batman. I want to hear a little bit of this inebriated Bruce Wayne.
Oh, well, it wasn't even much of a persona as much as it was, I knew that it was an anime convention and it was very low key. Like it was in I forget what the airport hotel was, but the first one was down here in the San Diego, I think like Sheraton or something.
Uh-huh.
And we'd taken over like this whole big section of the hotel, and a block of the hotel was like just the people at the convention staying there overnight.
Oh, awesome.
And since it was San Diego, I think pretty much everybody like lived around here, but
Yeah.
it was just a crazy party. I can't even discuss the illicit things that went down at that party.
Well, yeah, anime. There's a lot of really explicit stuff in like the hentai portion of that, and there's a huge fan base. For
Well,
it.
that's kind of like
I mean,
the
porn.
furries,
There's always a
too.
huge fan base for porn, obviously.
Oh, it was so fun. But
What?
so I was
Missed that one,
I was
damn it.
convinced that like everybody's gonna be dressed up, and I thought like, all right, I got dressed up too, and I didn't have like any cool like anime costumes.
Yeah.
It was like everybody loves Batman, and I have a Batman onesie, so I wore it. It's like towel material, so the ears are all floppy.
It's all terry cloth.
And
yeah.
everybody kept
Right,
calling
right.
me drunk Batman before I even started drinking.
Oh, wow.
So I walked around and looked for beer and found beer. I was like, I guess I'm just going to be drunk Batman and embrace the lifestyle. And as I played, 2 movie quality Batmans approached the stage, didn't say a word. And I just encouraged them to have a Batman fight in front of me. So 4 or 5 minutes of my set just consisted of
Bam, pow.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, you look
Zang!
like Batman's sock puppet. That's hilarious.
I've got to see one of your shows. This is
Batman sock puppet. Good one.
all right.
I'm drunk. That was the song.
I was going to ask you, drunk Batman, was that like before, pre-planned, premeditated, or on accident?
Yeah, so the first time totally unplanned, but then the second time they did it in L.A. and it was a bigger thing, well, Anaheim,
Yeah.
and it was huge. Like
Did they call you and say, we want
times
Drunk
bigger.
Batman back?
I knew the guy that was in charge of the music, so I just lucked my way into that one.
Nice.
But he's like, yeah, come play. We'll put you in the big hall and all this stuff. Unfortunately, the big hall was completely empty when I played. So a big hall is only fun when there's people in
Right.
it. But regardless, I brought a DJ with me that day, and we did, because I like to riff on DJs a lot when I play, but I did the BJ versus the DJ show, so he would, try to do something, and I would interrupt him, or I would say a joke, and he'd play like a clap track or something sarcastically.
Nice.
And it was like a fun little battle on stage that like 3 people saw. But I brought the persona of drunk Batman back, and everywhere I went, I had a case of Guinness with me, and people remembered me from the first one and like taking pictures with me.
Perfect.
Nice.
I am the nitrous.
Yeah. The
Get it?
dark
Get it?
nitrous.
Oh, that is too much.
Wow. So just an idea. You should totally bring drunk Batman on as like an opening act for yourself.
Totally.
All right. Stay tuned. BJ's up next. And just like kind of strip down. And everyone's going,
Sober
"Wait,
up real
what?"
quick. Slam some Red Bulls. And uncross my eyes.
Just throw in some glasses,
All right. So let's get to some more music. I
Okay.
think maybe we should do another song. I think we should let BJ pick this one, though.
What songs did I send you?
Well, you sent me 4, even though I asked for 3. Oh wait, no.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
you sent me. You
I
sent
got
me
clean one.
Yeah, you sent me 3, and you sent the clean one for Pump the Brakes. And I'm like,
Professional
nah,
punk.
No, fuck
No,
that.
yeah.
You could say whatever you.
Yeah. All right, then I'm gonna play you guys some dirty shit later.
We've got.
Promise?
I think this one is
Yeah,
kind of
don't
themed
threaten me
around the
with a good
same
time.
thing. Red Cups.
Yeah, this was the prelude to Pump the Brakes.
It's called Red Cups.
Red
I love
Cups.
it.
It ain't no country song.
No.
Is there 2 girls with it?
Two girls in a red
Is
cup.
it that kind of dirty?
It's plural.
Okay.
Red Cups.
This is Red Cups by BJ Jezbera. Awkward pause.
One of these days you'll remember that we want an intro for.
I had to pause for dramatic effect.
If you want that pop punk sound, that's
Yeah,
this song.
That's it.
Raise your red cups, let's get messed up and sing this song over and over. The world outside is a scary place. I don't wanna be sober. I don't wanna be sober. Call your friends, let's drink tonight. Grab some beers, let's do this right. The party's in full effect. This ain't my house, so let's get wrecked.
I love it.
Rules don't apply in other
No.
people's houses.
The hell no.
Again. I say raise your red cups, let's get messed up and sing this song over and over. The world outside is a scary place. I don't wanna be sober.
Most of my songs are just a cry for help.
I see that. That's okay.
I like your themes.
Are some of these songs about like a specific experience that you had, or kind of like a general experience over time, kind of put together?
This one is one of those like general experience songs, but Pump the Brakes was like an exact day and time.
Oh, wow.
It was actually the day I met my wife.
Oh, even better.
Wow. I guess that
Romantic.
smashing your face through a table is a way to get attention.
I saved the party with that move, though.
Oh,
I also
It's not a
broke a
party.
bottle of marshmallow vodka with my face. Well, not with my face. It fell off the table when I broke it, and nobody had to drink that.
How are you
So-
still so beautiful? I
I
don't
know, right?
Oh, I can tell you some stories.
Maybe he was ugly and it just improved at that
Improved.
point. Yeah, he
facial
I
reconstruction.
don't see any scars, though.
Yeah. This face was dragged outside a moving car once.
Yep.
Wow.
My
This
own.
kid, I gotta hear about your life. You gotta write. I need more.
Yeah, Tyler, you got to stop talking and let him talk.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh.
Raise your red cups, let's get messed up and sing this song over and over. The world outside is a scary place. I don't wanna be sober. Raise your red cup, let's get messed up and sing this song over and over. The world outside is a scary place. I don't wanna be sober. The world outside is a scary place. I don't wanna be sober no more.
That was beautiful. Red Cups, BJ Jezbera.
Kind of says it all right there.
I wrote
Yes.
that when I was 8 years old.
You've had a really tough life, haven't you?
Let me tell you
There were a
about
lot
the
of
blues.
I like that. Boy, you don't know the blues.
I love your tattoo. Is that a tape? Tape.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a
It's
cassette
Cassette.
self-drawn cassette tape.
tape.
Self-drawn.
That's fantastic.
Did you do that yourself?
I didn't do it on myself, but yeah, I drew it, and then
Had it done.
a much more talented person stuck it in me.
So what does it say? What's the title
That's
of
what
your
she
cassette?
said?
Yeah, I don't know. That's,
Sorry.
that's the music industry, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
What's the title of your cassette tape?
It says MVR 028, which is the catalog number for my album Folk My Life.
Awesome.
Folk My Life. That's poetry.
So how many albums do you have?
3 so far. Well, like one full, real big, like hour-and-a-half length extravaganza album, and then 2 like shorter kind of EPs. But
Okay.
I feel like the shorter they get, the better they sound. So next one's gonna be a single, and then I'm just gonna tell people about songs from then on out.
And after then, it's going to be just 10-second little blast, right?
People will just know, like, oh, there's a song out there.
Oh, and I just heard it. That's good.
There you go.
You have an hour-long album?
Yeah,
Hour and a half.
Jesus, Meatloaf. Settle down there.
and it's very meatloafy. It's very theatrical.
That's-
It's,
That's not like in the punk rock fashion.
it's a
Usually, unless there's
concept
like
album
50
making
songs.
fun of San Diego radio, so it's very punk rock.
Oh, that's easy to do.
Yes.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
right up your alley,
Yeah,
fellas.
sum up the San Diego radio scene for those who are listening in and aren't from San Diego.
Yeah.
It sucks.
He's like, I was just gonna
The
take
San Diego radio scene is the same 3 songs over and over, and then about 15 minutes of commercials, which will include about 8 minutes of some like random like ad for a Mexican like revolution or something.
Oh, he's talking about the X.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
talking about the X. But the other radio stations are very, very similar. And I'm telling you,
Yeah.
honestly,
I don't listen to Muse, so I don't listen to 94.9. And Rock 105.3 is
Right.
cool sometimes. I like the show.
they play POD every now and then.
They
Yeah,
do.
they do.
Yeah.
They were on
other-
there
yeah.
not too long
It's either
ago.
POD or System of a Down. It's
Yeah.
one of the two.
They
Or Linkin
played my
Park.
friends too. They're a hardcore band from Chula Vista called Take Offense, and they're like big like world travelers now. I don't know how the hardcore scene gets you world traveling clout now, but it does.
In Europe,
Wow.
they still have that
yeah,
scene out
it's-
there.
And I'm proud of my boys because I've known them like I've known their guitar player since elementary school. Like we grew our mustaches together, and well, he had one when I met him in kindergarten, but the
must
rest
be
of them I met in
Hispanic.
high school, and we stayed close friends. So and like they started traveling the world. It was really cool. But then one day I was like listening to Rock 105.3, and I was like, that sounds really good. I like this song. I turned up. I'm like, wait a minute, those are my friends.
That's awesome.
Isn't that the best?
Small world.
Yeah.
From behind the scenes, I used to be in radio. Your assessment of 15-minute commercial breaks, there are some 7-minute commercial breaks where between the action is 7 minutes. Like from song to song is 7 minutes. It's disgusting. I can't believe it.
Well, you got to sell that proactive and stuff.
Yeah, oh, yeah. You got to put the lawyer commercials out there and have 3 different car commercials in the same block for different companies.
If you want to participate for a test study, you know,
Right.
Drive a Ford, drive a Chevy, drive a Toyota. Next commercial.
Yeah. Playing nothing but the hits. Commercials from the 90s.
And now we're back to commercials.
So, have you always been solo artist? Have you ever performed with other groups?
No, and I'm still currently not a solo artist, really. I started, as everybody else did, in a punk band in the garage when I was 14. And I guess that was actually the first time I recorded was that band. So I've got a few like Lucy's out there, but like as a solo thing, 3 albums. And I also do it in 3 different formats. So I have like the solo acoustic thing that I'll do like at bars and like restaurants where they're just like, yeah, go make some background noise and we're going to ignore you.
Yeah.
Those are always so much fun. Aren't
But then if I play like bigger shows or festivals, I got 2 different versions of the band. I've got like a folk band where it's me, a bass player, and a cajon player. And then a full punk band where we do electric guitar, bass, full drums. We do like Blink-182, Alkaline Trio, Green Day covers. And
So you mix it up all over the time. You throw in covers. Do you do originals peppered in there as well?
yeah, I never do all one or the other. Even if it's an original show, I still play covers.
Just there to entertain.
Yeah, it's just-
occasionally people
Yeah.
like to hear
I play the
familiar
shit I
songs.
want to hear, and you know, it used
and you
to be.
can. That's awesome.
When I first started playing music, I hated the guys with acoustic guitars playing covers. I thought it was the lamest thing ever. I was like, "You're basically a DJ. You're just
And then
stealing
one
other
day-
people's music
Yep.
and getting paid
one
for
day,
it." But then I was like, "Well, you're actually learning the songs, and
Yeah.
like you don't always
Different
have to play
styles.
Wagon Wheel and No Diggity. In fact, like they're not in my set list anywhere. And when people ask for them, I just play like a really obscure emo song or something. But
Throw them all off.
yeah, I just play what I want to hear and what I like to play. So it's both covers and originals.
Well, it seems you're a lot of fun. You've actually got another, there's a video that's about an hour long also on your Facebook page because, hey, surprise, he's on Facebook too. Easy to find. Go to facebook.com and search BJ Jezbera, which is spelled Jezbera, and you'll know you found it when you found the giant Calvin terrorizing his way through the neighborhood. Another thing I love about you,
Inspired the haircut.
I was going to say, you look like Calvin just grew up somehow, you know?
I didn't have a tiger. I had a bunny.
Nice.
Was it live or stuffed?
Stuffed, Mr. Bunny. Yeah, still have him.
Clever.
I had a pencil.
Clever.
Yeah,
I had a
namer.
stuffed pencil.
A stuffed pencil.
It was a toy pencil. I actually loved that thing. It was fun. I pretended that I was a lawyer
Nice.
I love it.
writing
Stuffed pencils.
dispositions.
Are you
and-
talking about those things where it was kind of like the
No, it was plush.
the leads with like, remember those pencils that had the leads in the capsules that you would like, oh, this one ran out, so you had to take the top one off and stick it in through the bottom.
And if you
Yeah.
lost
the
one, that
next
thing
one?
was useless.
Oh
Yes.
my God! Yeah.
it was
We
the
figured out a
worst
hack
pencil.
though. You get a paper clip and you can use just one, and if you push it in just far enough, it
sticks. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you just gotta get that click. You get the cartridge in, and you're loaded. You know?
Wow.
Those I actually it was a plush, like it was a soft plush pencil.
Oh, it was just a stuffed
it was like a stuffed toy,
toy
a stuffed
in the
animal.
shape
Did that
of
thing
a
ever become
pencil.
like a bat too?
Dude,
And like,
Oh, yeah.
your mom got you that from the pet store, dude.
did it squeak? Yeah. That was my next question.
I've always wondered where she got that.
It smelled like the most delicious roast beef.
I kept, yeah. I
It was about the time that we shaved him. We realized there was a little boy in there. And that's why he stays bald, because he has to shave himself briskly from head to toe on a daily basis.
twice a day.
A reminder of the past. And I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Amen. Salud. Slancha.
Gotcha.
Nozdrovia.
Hey,
that
yeah,
was a
I
good
like
one.
that.
Or as you say in the American accent, nice driveway.
Oh my
I
God,
think-
this guy.
I think we just became best friends. I think that's
Did
what
we just become
happened.
best friends?
Pretty sure you did. Are you have other social media platforms you're on?
Yeah, so I'm mostly just Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And if
Probably Reverb
I'm
Nation.
like feeling a wild hair, I'll do a Twitter every once in a
Okay.
while. But
Oh,
like,
you can connect your
Twitter's for
Instagram.
famous people. Like nobody's
I know.
watching normal fucking people on. Nobody, not even your mom and dad, are
Nope.
following you on Twitter. Like Facebook, everybody's on. Like you got to be on Facebook. But
Yeah.
like Twitter, I feel like
Well, as long as you're 30 plus, then you're on Facebook.
yeah.
Everybody under 30 is on something else.
I was
we
on
don't even know
MySpace, Zanga, LiveJournal,
Zynga.
all that. OG in the game here.
What about Line? Did
Yeah.
you guys line?
I had AIM.
lined.
about. My God.
I had AIM. I used to talk to bots when my friends were off. Yeah.
Boom.
You know.
Oh yeah, I was on Telnet.
Nice.
Sup.
Yeah,
I was
sup.
dialing into BBS's.
Do you have a
Boom.
Bitmoji?
I am a Bitmoji.
This guy's classic. You guys got to go out and see BJ
you
when he's
do.
playing at the Tipsy Crow again. He's there every other Wednesday.
Or
first and
have me
third.
over. I'll play your living rooms.
Yeah.
I'll hang out on your
Yeah.
futons.
Oh,
Right on.
we got plenty of those.
Got you.
He likes him dusty.
I do.
So where can people go and get a hold of you to book you?
You could any social media. You can email me at bj.mvrbooking@gmail.com or find me at Tipsy Crow. If I'm not playing there, I'm working because I'm a host.
Oh, hey.
I do events and stuff, and we do like game night on Mondays, trivia's on Tuesdays.
Cool.
I host a mixed mic night, so we do like a musical showcase every first Wednesday of the month.
That's badass.
And anytime there's like a party, I'm the guy in charge of that. So, you'll see me. If you want to find me, just come to
Give it to
Tipsy
Tipsy.
Crow.
there you go.
And if
a
you're the
great place
government, don't come to the Tipsy Crow. The check is in the mail.
Right? It'll be there Sunday.
IRS agent comes and says, "Oh, you'll need to give me a gift card to pay off your IRS debt."
Gift
What?
card.
He's a Russian IRS.
I was going to say, I was like Russian Chinese.
Yeah, I know.
That's the proof of collusion when the IRS is using a Russian accent.
I don't know what you're
There you
talking
go.
about.
He just blew the cover on that case, right?
Right. You got what I'm saying there, mate?
Oh, no.
Yeah, nerd and conspiracy theorist on this futon over here.
According to Facebook, you are affiliated with the mob.
Yes.
I did read that somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm now looking towards the
Yeah.
front door. To
I don't know.
make sure
They had that section that says affiliations. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I was 18 when I made this thing, so I was like, the mob.
I took you through the.
I love it.
It's like he's a Yakuza. He definitely. A Yakuza.
Well, in the Jezbera line, and I don't know if I can say this or not, but I'm pretty sure because I think everybody's like gone from this era. But my great grandfather used to bootleg rum and was a mechanic for Al Capone in
Whoa.
Chicago. And so he was well connected. I guess they would reach out to my grandpa and dad a lot, who kept their noses clean and stayed away from that lifestyle. But they would always call my dad as he was growing up, like, "Hey, this is so and so's friend. Are you Frank's kid and this and that? Or do you need a job? Are you
Yeah.
good?" I was like, what the fuck? Where's my phone call? Like, sitting here struggling.
I
Like,
said, hell yeah.
my dad and my grandpa kept their noses clean. I will dive face first into that shit. Like,
What do you want me to run? Yeah, I'll take it.
I want a cool mob name. Like, call me like BJ Fingers or something. Like, I don't know.
I want a
BJ
cool-
Fingers sounds
Right?
really weird.
is a cool. Your name is a cool
It's just a
Bob
cool-
name.
Yeah.
BJ Jezbera.
BJ the Brick or something. You know?
Yeah. There you go.
BJ the BJ.
Yes.
Wait, what?
What?
Nah, that position blows, man.
So the J, I gotta ask now, does the J, does that stand for Jezbera or is that a middle name? Mm-hmm. James?
Yes.
Yes.
No, it stands for Jezbera.
Wait, so your middle,
What's your first name?
It's BJ.
BJ?
his middle name is his first name
Wait.
is BJ, like BEEJAY. That's
Nope.
how.
No.
B.J.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I would fight you if you forgot the dots. Now I've kind of like.
Oh my gosh, my
moved
brother's
on.
A.J. and
Yeah, when there
so
were dots,
Now
and
he's
like
no dots
somebody
either.
put dots in my name when I was a child, like I would get in trouble for not putting the dots. I was like, other people wouldn't, so I'd take that out on you. But now as an adult, like I've grown past it.
Just no dots.
I'll just
cool.
lightly razz you.
That's like when people spell my name wrong.
all the time.
They put an H.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fuckers. Some people do it.
John's
even
and
though they've known
Sarah's,
me
you
for
guys got a
years.
short stick.
Yeah,
True.
No,
True that.
I have I don't understand how someone can spell your name wrong if they email you.
Well, if you text to talk to, it'll always come up JOHN.
I got a buddy named John Brown.
John Brown. Oh, that's really
Imagine finding him in a phone book.
full of John Browns. Oh boy.
What's a phone book?
It's that thing that your phone.
It's that thing that you use for kids to sit up on, right?
Or you shoot BB guns at.
It's my
And
monitor
you didn't have a
stand.
booster seat.
It's your homegrown ballistic gel.
Basically, yeah. The first one I got, or the first BB gun I got, I remember we went out in the garage and shot at a phone book, but it was a picture of like a panda that had just been born in the zoo.
Oh.
And a part of me felt really bad, but then a part of me felt really good. I was like, I'm getting that fucking panda. Right?
It's the only time I'll be able to do this and get away with
Yeah.
it. Fuck you, panda.
Pandas are still endangered in my garage.
Yeah. Well, at least they're not extinct, so they're saving.
I'm not that good of a shot. Yeah.
Well, you didn't poke your eye out, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Poke
your
your
kitty
eye
there.
Shoot your eye out.
Shoot your eye
I
out.
poked
shot
your eye out with a bullet
Pirate kitty.
from 300
At
yards
least you didn't
away.
poke
What
your
is
eye out with a panda.
You'll poke your eye out.
You'll shoot your eye out,
Yeah.
Kim. I love you, hon,
I'll
but
shoot your eye out.
you'll shoot.
Did you know that Ralphie played an elf in the movie Elf?
I heard about
at Santa's
that.
workshop. I saw that theory on the Facebooks, and I investigated it.
Go and look
And it's
for him
true.
because he looks exactly the same as he did when he was a kid. He just got taller.
I love memes. I learned so much from them.
Fun
Those are
facts.
going to be like our scroll, like our Dead Sea Scrolls. You know that, right? Like 20,000 years from now, and they're like, in 2018, the wise men prophesized that
exactly.
memes are good. Cat has cheeseburger. You know?
Your meme game is strong.
They're like, they developed such a strong language, and then in the 2000s, just
Strong
they
with this one.
destroyed it.
They all spoke through just text on photos and emojis because you
Hieroglyphics.
can really.
Yes.
They'll be like, what does this even mean?
Maybe that's what it was back then. We just
It's a
advanced
picture of an
so much.
eggplant and a dripping sign. I don't.
I didn't know eggplants do that.